Right, in this video I'm going to be showing you how I remove the clutch and flywheel from my Bug motor. And in true Branco Customs fashion, I'm going to be improvising rather than spending money on expensive tools. That's what this channel's about. It's about thinking outside the box and improvising rather than chucking money at stuff. It's also about showing you how I do stuff and how that a lot of stuff really isn't that difficult. So I want to inspire you to have a go. Alright, let's have a look and see what a clutch looks like. I don't know how... I haven't actually looked at this since I built the motor, I don't think. It's been off-road, it's been up Double Island a couple of times on the sand and stuff and various off-road places. It's had a little bit of abuse, but nothing too major. I think it's going to do alright. I should really put this up somewhere higher to do this, make it easier on my body, but it's heavy at the moment. I really don't want to lift it. I really need to sort myself out an engine crane. I want to make a jack what lifts engines up off the floor and then turns into a stand. I'll need that for the Triumph motor as well. That'd be pretty cool. That is actually one of on my list of projects. Absolutely fine. Got a little bit hot somewhere, but don't think any of that's a problem. Just a good clean up should be right. Oh, that's not actually a stock clutch disc. It's got no springs in it. I had the flywheel 8-dowled when I built the motor because it was an 8-dowled crank. So that adds a little bit more strength there, and I had it everything balanced. I didn't lighten the flywheel because it's not really that application. The bores are pretty good. You can still see all the honing marks and stuff. There's no rust in there because I've been starting it up regular. They're a little bit dirty, but I'm not going to take them out and hone them. The only thing I am worried about is when I take the heads off without touching the barrels is you disturb the seal around there, but these haven't moved at all and that's stuck on tight, so I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to clean it down for now, put the heads back on. I'll put a flywheel oil seal in it as well, which means I need to make a tool to hold the flywheel so I can undo the nut. What I normally do is get an old clutch and then weld a bar to it, park on top of it, and then use a big scaffold bar to undo it. However, if you can see that at the top there, no, actually it's not that cylinder. Let's turn that round. It's a cylinder here. Is it? No, maybe it is a cylinder. I don't know if you can see that, but at the top of the cylinder it's rusty because the oil doesn't sit there. So I've been starting it up regular, but it hasn't really been getting enough oil up there. So I am going to take the barrels off. And as it happens, I've just found my ring compressor. But I don't know where my honing tool is, so I've got to go and buy a honing tool. Right, so this is a setup I've got for undoing the flywheel gland nut. I basically got a big piece of steel box section, which is handy for making trailers with, and drilled a couple of holes in it. It's that long. I've got a little sock there to stop it scratching my freshly painted floor, and an axle stand there, because if you don't have the axle stand there, the whole lot tips over and it's disastrous. But I can see a problem there. Them studs are way too long. So it wouldn't be Branco Customs without a grinder getting involved. Safety goggles, gloves, sort of, and grinder. Seriously, not having a guard on your grinder is really dangerous, because when these cutting wheels let go, they really travel some. Don't know if you can see that there, up there. That's a grinding disc in the ceiling. So it's come all that way from down there. And they can embed themselves in all sorts of things, including your skull. So always have a guard on your grinder. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, because I've only got a 1/2 inch drive socket and a 3/4 bar, so I've got an adapter. It's an impact one, but these are done at 400 Newton meters, or they're supposed to be. So, not really sure if that adapter is going to cut it. And it's definitely not going to cut it without an extension on this bar. Right, this should do the trick. I get people commenting stuff like, "Ooh, I just happen to have some steel tube lying around." Well, there's a reason for that. That there, in all that lot there, that's my old Hills hoist washing line, which I took down because I needed to chop some trees down, and I hung on to it. I do that a lot. If I see something useful, I grab it and hang on to it. That's why I've got all this crap down here, look. I'm like a womble. Underground, overground, wombling free. I make good use of the everyday things that folks leave behind. Oh yeah, that wasn't that tight actually. They're normally a lot worse than that. I did see a really cool tool on Instagram actually the other day. The only trouble is it uses these holes here to lock a flywheel. I'm not real confident of that. I'll show you it. Now, will that come off of there just like that? Nope. Little bit of this and he's off. And that's dry. I'm not even going to change that seal. If it ain't broken, don't try and fix it. You only f things up when you try and fix them. So that's that then. I might actually be keeping these videos short like this video so that in future they're easy to reference and find. Oh yeah, and I am going to change that flywheel oil seal as well, because the flywheel's been off it quite a while now. It's taken me a while to film this, and it's probably moved, changed a bit, so I am going to change this seal just to be on the safe side, because I have one. So in the next video I'll be taking off the barrels and pistons. Well, as you can see, they are off, so I've done that, and we're going to be honing the barrels. I'm going to show you how I do that, so make sure you stay tuned for that, and make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. I'll get back to you. I'm sure there might be questions you have, or you might like to point out stuff I haven't done right or have done right. So comment and I'll get back to you. And of course, have a great day.